May I ask you something?
Sorry. We don't see much here.
Do you know anything about this?
Sorry. We don't see much here.
Everyone's looking at us, Sherry.
You sure you know what you're doing?
You're the one who tended to our man's wounds. I thank you greatly. The police didn't allow us to help him.
The police will leave you alone now. I've proven to them that the man who came into the camp died due to his own foolishness.
Thank you for standing up for us. But nobody would help us without a reason. You're here because you want something.
Yes, I do. I need to speak with the girl drawn here.
The dead man came for her too. He wanted to take the girl away, but we won't allow her to be hurt again. What do you want from Naylor?
Naylor. She was hurt some time ago. I'm here to find the people who did this and bring them to justice. And to find them, I need Naylor's help. Will you let me speak to her?
Justice. There's no justice on this land. But you helped us, so maybe your words are not empty. You can speak to Naylor, if she wants it. But I will be watching you.
Hello, Naylor? My name is Sherlock. I know someone hurt you. I am here to help. I'm trying to find the people involved and bring them to justice. Please. There is a photograph, and I'm sorry, it is terrible, but I simply must ask. Where did this happen? What can you tell me about these people? Christ, Sherlock. Naylor, I'm sorry. I'm not very good at this.
You come here for me, but you are rude and cruel and condescending. A cross. The man had this cross. Now go away. Leave us be. I do not need another white man's help.
Oh,
Damn, okay.
glad that wasn't me.
Not my best work, John, by a long shot. Naylor doesn't want us meddling. I'm starting to wonder what this all achieves.
But she helped you anyway. Now we know that maniac's face and the cross he wore, we can still catch him.
That was okay. She did. Oh man. See, mine place. For there we go. One. The thug came to the camp intending to kidnap a woman. He had the opportunity to kill her, but that wasn't his goal. Then goes, a henchman, not merely a thief. He is not merely a thief, but also a kidnapper, a henchman who takes on various roles. Interesting. See. There's another one. Badges such as these are usually awarded to high-ranking officials. The defiler from the photograph might be one. Oh, okay. Facebook. Okay. So it looks like we gotta search him up. So let's see. The police department is over here. This game is crazy. Archive. Subjects. Officers. District. Old City. Crimes. Any property crimes? Alright, a photo of a woman, Neil drew a particular cross-shaped badge she saw on Roger's chest. Badges like this are usually worn to British high-ranking officers. Not many of those visit Cordona, let alone work on the island. So, maybe misdemeanors. Districts. New entry. Maybe it's the Chronicle, maybe City Hall, I want to say. Dutchman. No. Maybe. Like complaints, subjects, officers, districts. Okay. Map. Let's try City Hall. There's book. Period. British. So British. District. Oh, here we go. Thomas Norton profile. Thomas Norton, born 1840. Lund graduated from the University of Oxford in 1864. In 1869, started working at the Home Office as a secretary. In 1870, took a position as a military commissioner in India, honored by the Queen herself with the Order of the Bath. In 1877, 1st March 1878, was appointed as the British envoy in Cordona with his own cabinet in the City Hall. Okay. So, keeping this, talk about it. Talk about it with her.
Have you found anything helpful? Have you found anything helpful?
Do you know anything about this?
Oh, I'm sorry, but that's beyond my knowledge.
Okay.
Help me, please.
Sorry, but I never heard of this.
Everyone's looking at us, Sherry. You sure you know what you're doing?
Could you help me?
A solid question, sir, but I don't have the answer.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Thomas and Norton, right here.
If you're here on matters of signing up for military service, come back tomorrow. Our department needs to straighten out some business.
See it. Facial hair, no shave. Didn't sleep last night. Well worn, never removed. Order of the bath. Blood on his hands. Interesting. Is that really red stain or is that blood? Rumpled clothes. Invoice. A red wine. Oh, it's a red wine stain on the wrist, and his unshaved face indicated a lazy attitude toward his duty. The order of bath looks quite worn. The man is proud of it and never takes it off. Wrinkled clothes and red eyes may mean that he didn't return home last night instead of work. This man would rather lose himself in depravity and alcohol. Well worn, never moves. Stays at work late. Wine. No time to shave. Didn't sleep last night. It looks like as if he lives within a nightmare, attempting to rid himself of his troubled memories of dark past. I'm gonna go with envoy is remorse.
Why are you staring at me like I'm a Madame Tussauds figure? Didn't you hear what I just said?
You blame yourself for what you did. Won't be any good unless you confess to me, so I'll try to be polite.
What sort of did are we talking about? Are you from the press?
I'm here because of Naylor.
Who?
You don't remember her name.
Lad, if you won't tell me why you came, I'll call for someone here to sort you out, if you get my meaning.
To send you to justice. To the photograph.
Do you recognize this man?
We definitely look alike. But you have the wrong person.
Really? Then you won't mind if I pass this along to the newspaper.
All right. All right. Is this about money, as you said in the letter? What kind of sum are we talking about?
I've never written a single word to you. Bribery, not my style.
So, that letter, it wasn't from you?
Well, it appears that more and more people in the city are finding out about your despicable hobby, doesn't it? You're in the clutches of justice, and very soon they will squeeze you. It's in your best interest to cooperate.
Fine. I suppose now we have a nice long talk. Do you drink, Mr.
Sherlock Holmes. And I do not.
Shame. All the best discussions are accompanied by a glass of whiskey. But out of respect for you, I won't drink either.
Respect? That's an unusual word in your mouth, Mr.
Where are my manners? My name is Thomas Norton, a British envoy in Cordona on a military mission. So, where do we start?
Who was blackmailing you? What happened at the party? Let's just start from the
You
start.
mentioned blackmail. Tell me about it.
All right. A couple of days ago, I received an anonymous letter. It said that in the art gallery at Caravansary there exists a painting that incriminates me. The blackmailer made it clear that if there is a painting, then a photograph exists too, and I should be wary of what it might do to my reputation.
What does the blackmailer want from you?
Money, of course. What else do such people want? Needless to say, I don't remember anyone taking photographs at the party. Up until the last moment, I hoped he was bluffing. But he wasn't, as you've just proven to me.
Show me the letter.
I burnt it as soon as I read it. I've left enough evidence. There's no need for any more.
So, let's return to the beginning. What happened at the party?
I vaguely remember that night. As usual at such parties, you meet people, you talk with them, they invite you to spend some time alone with them. What can I say? I got myself mixed up with the wrong company, and somebody must have mixed some psychoactive substance in my drink. After that, it's all blurry. I completely lost my sanity. I made a terrible mistake which I regret deeply.
You don't say. Do refugee girls often appear on the menu at those types of parties?
It's rather rare.
So you didn't attend the party to engage in an exotic experience involving a vulnerable woman unable to accuse you of assault?
I would never have planned such a terrible thing. What happened was just bad circumstance.
The painting that depicted you in the image of the devil was stolen by a mercenary. Did you have anything to do with it?
I might be a rotten person, sir, but hiring criminals for illicit purposes is not in my daily schedule.
And buying the painting in an attempt to hide the crime, is that on your daily schedule?
What would you do in my situation?
I would never put myself in such a situation.
You're young. I could never have imagined myself in my current position, yet here I am in front of you. We all make mistakes, Mr. Holmes, and I'm no exception.
Boniface Mercurio, does the name mean anything to you?
He's an artist, right?
The one responsible for the painting that compromises you. I found him dead in his room.
Oh, that is bad. Wait, you don't think that I have anything to do with this?
You had motive to kill him.
Maybe I did, but listen. I know how this looks, but murder? That's on another level. I had thoughts that this Mercutio...
Mercurio?
Well, him, yes. I thought he could have been the blackmailer. But I was too afraid to make any hasty decisions. There were plenty of ways to fail by making a move, so I chose to wait. To see what he would do next. You have to believe me.
I don't believe people, I believe evidence.
Then look at the evidence. Mr. Holmes, I've built my entire career on hard work and uncompromising dedication to the Crown. I made a mistake, but I'm not a villain from some cheap adventure fiction. By putting me behind bars, you will benefit precisely no one.
Rotting in prison is the least you deserve, but I have a better idea. You will make amends and help the ones you hurt.
Help refugees, help Neela.
Use your connections to help patriate the refugees, find them decent homes, give them jobs. There must be a meaning to your position and my decision.
Yes, all right, I can do that. So, will you give me the photograph now?
That's not all. Naylor deserves the very utmost of what you can do.
Help the girl? I can't risk the press paying extra attention to her. I will do anything except that.
I need to think this all through. Don't do anything foolish in the meantime.
What makes you think you can decide what's best for these people?
Such is the arrogance of British imperialism. I take your point.
Mine place. Okay. The envoy's interest in the photograph is pragmatic. If he obtains it, nothing will threaten his reputation. Okay. Right. Oh, okay. Sounds good. All refugees are victims of the system. The situation they are in can be mended. Merciless justice. The envoy can neither trusted nor forgiven for what he did. Humiliation and ostracization from an outraged Cordona are the least he deserves. Give the photograph to Vogel so he can make everything public. Smaller evil for the greater good. Is a dimension who has committed a terrible act. Even though he deserves to be brought to justice, I cannot overlook the opportunity to do greater good. Give the envoy the photograph in exchange for the refugees. I'm gonna do smaller evil for the greater good. All because you know.
Have you thought it all through?
Yes.
Almost. The refugees, what will happen to them?
Well, I wouldn't be standing here in this fancy office if I didn't know how to pull the right strings. In fact, it's the only thing I know. The local governor will receive a decree signed by the House of Lords containing a request to patriate the refugees in the name of the Crown.
From where did you gain such influence?
I never asked you how you found the photograph. So don't ask the magician how he performs his tricks.
But how can I believe you?
Ugh, I presume you do believe in my selfishness. The initiator of the refugee salvation will be none other than the British envoy, savior and protector of those in need. It's a win situation for me, too. Now, what about the photograph?
You deserve to be punished, but the greater good is what matters here. I won't bargain it for justice for Naylor.
I'm glad that this situation is over.
It will be over when you settle the matter of the refugees.
You have my word, Mr. Holmes.
Envoy testimony. Oh.
Mr. Holmes, you've returned. Have you uncovered anything new about the theft?
I've brought news, but not all of it will please you.
Fill me in, Mr. Holmes. I won't shoot the messenger.
The thief is dead.
I located the thief, but found him rather cold. He was tight-lipped about the painting, too.
Huh, he's dead. How very droll, Mr. Holmes. One presumes you were not responsible.
It was an accident at the refugee camp. He impaled himself on his own knife.
Life is nothing if not cruel and capricious.
I tracked down Boniface Mercurio.
I presume he wasn't delighted about the situation.
He was not having a good day on account of his murder. Killed in his own flat by the same person that stole his painting.
Oh, sweet Mercurio. Perishing in the pursuit of his art. How apt. I will miss his exceptional sense of humor. What about the stolen painting? Have you located it?
Unfortunately, I could not locate the missing painting.
Oh, Mr. Holmes, such disappointing news. Not even a shred of information? The slightest lead?
I'm afraid the case has gone cold.
I suppose if you were unable to find it, no one else could. What a pity. Oh, but I can tell. You learned something else, didn't you? What happened to your crusade of truth? Was it not that important, after all?
No truth will satisfy you, Mr. Vogel.
It was not an attack, Mr. Holmes. If you've chosen not to tell me, I respect your intention. But it is just rather boring, isn't it?
It is what it is.
Well, now that we've resolved all of our outstanding matters, I have a gift for you. I took the liberty of having it delivered to Stonewood Manor. I am told it belonged to your mother.
And what exactly have you sent me?
Frankly, I'm not sure how to answer that. I trust you'll know.
Previously, you mentioned there may have been more to my mother's passing than consumption. It appears you were right.
Oh, dear. I'd hoped to be wrong.
She was unstable, mentally unwell. She required sustained, specialized treatment, but her madness persisted.
I knew that Violet had disappeared from the public eye, but had no idea of her suffering. I cannot imagine what you're feeling.
I'm fine.
Did you just touch my face? I was really... Did you... Okay.
Thank you,
It's a little
Mr.
gay.
Vogel. I am curious to see what you have procured.
Yeah, that was a little weird. You just touched my face. Pretty weird. Alright, and then hopefully this will open. Hopefully this will open the last other room. And then after that I'll go talk to this guy. I'm smoking a cig in front of the gate. You know how it is. Smoking a cig. Okay. Okay, buddy. Oh, it's in a box.
Just look at this thing. It's huge.
What the hell is that?
It's a bizarre object, and yet oddly familiar.
Did you just remember something?
Yes. A room full of curiosities and artifacts. I think I can find it in the manor.
Sherlock. So, you continue to pursue the imaginary. I had hoped you might have got all this out of your system by now.
Mycroft,
Oh, he's
what
here.
are you doing here? Get out of my house.
It's my house, actually. I've come to bring you back.
I have no interest in returning, let alone with you. I know you lied about Mother all these years, claiming she was merely ill, but she was unstable. She never had tuberculosis. She was not recuperating, but mentally deteriorating, and you never once thought to tell me. How dare you?
I shall not indulge this petulant tantrum. You can just tire yourself out and then slink back to London with your tail between your legs.
Just tell me everything. I'm an adult now. Show me the basic courtesy of an explanation. You know I will find out eventually.
The goal was stability, and that's what you got. The right thing for everyone was to try and move on from her passing.
The consequences of one's actions determines what is right or wrong.
Yes, exactly. The ends justify the means. After leaving Cordona, Sherlock, you had a normal childhood. In London, I was able to support you, guide you, shape you into a fine and productive young man. You have so much potential, so much to offer society.
But that's not the end. Now I found the truth, and it has shattered everything I knew about her, about you, and about myself. I feel unstable because of you. Your actions were not justified. Lying never is.
Oh, grow up, Sherlock. It was a white lie which has as much use in the realm of the interpersonal as the international. It is time you come to accept that some things are bigger than yourself.
Oh, you are full of it. You like to pretend you care about the big picture, but it's just an ego trip. You like knowing more than others. You like greasing palms and rubbing shoulders with the rich and powerful. You like having eyes and ears everywhere. The fact it helps the nation is incidental, because all you care about is yourself.
It's true. I have agents everywhere, including Cordona. If you weren't so damn stubborn, you'd realize that means I'm only here for you.
Or is it? Think about that. Wow, that's crazy. Well, I'm not gonna stop it here, but I've seen that we had to go through a lot of parts, and I did tell you guys I would change costumes, but because we were doing that whole case thing, it was just episode after episode. I thought I would do it now, so let's check out the next costume. Whatever part this is, I'm gonna be honest, I don't even remember. Let's see. Next one is the vampire one. So let's just get it. Let's see. So I'm gonna be doing a couple episodes all pale. I'll be honest, this is really close to his actual skin tone from in the game. So like, he's a pretty pale dude. But let's get it. Let's probably get this vampire thing going on. I really hope you guys are enjoying this game. I know I am. I guess this will be a late intro type of thing. If you guys enjoy it, please hit that like button. And if you guys are new and you guys like what you see on my channel, hit the subscribe button. I will definitely be putting up more videos, hopefully. I'm planning to, so there's that. So yeah, just hit that like button if you guys like it. If you guys like this video and any of the other videos, if you please go watch any of them. And then if you guys are new, just hit the subscribe button. I know I saw like an old record, but you know, it is what it is. Let's get back into it. Come on, guys.
I remember returning home with a pair of perfect sticks. We wanted to turn them into training swords.
Oh, that's right. We stood there, frozen, staring at something huge in the main hall.
Oh, is that the thing? Female fish still mysterious.
It was a giant aquarium with a living mermaid in it.
Impossible. It must have been something else. Oh, of course, that mortifying hoax presently taking up space in our front yard.
Well, fine. Your memory's better than mine. But I'm sure we started examining it immediately. And someone else was around too.
Oh, is it?
It was my mother. She asked what I thought of the artifact.
You were really concentrating and holding something in your hand.
I inspected it with a magnifying glass and was able to confirm it was made of two different skeletons. The mermaid was a fake.
And so it was time to smash the thing. Your mother took a hammer and...
Slow down, John. That's not how it happened. I remember other people joined us. The workers took the artifact and placed it into the cabinet of curiosities. It became part of Mother's collection of fakes. She always said that the truth lies in the details. This mermaid helped me to learn that.
Oh, nice. And there's another door. Let's go figure out the truth. Sherlock Holmes' mother.
Ah, yes, my mother's studio. She was an authenticator, and this was her cabinet of curiosities.
I never saw the point. What does it matter if some artifact is real or not? It still exists.
I guess that's true.
I remember this cozy blanket. It was perfect for...
Wigwam! Oh, that was a joy to build them. Imagining ourselves as wayfarers on the other side of the world.
So many calling cards. Mycroft liked to keep useful people at hand.
Okay, letter from the judge. Dear Mr. Holmes, please accept my deepest gratitude for your recent help with that personal matter. I shudder to think what may have happened were it not for you keen eye and sharp mind. Rest assured, should our paths cross again, you will be greeted by a grateful friend. His Honor, Judge McDougall. Ooh, fancy.
Reliable and driven. I recognize Mycroft's handwriting. Officer Luciano J. Placido. carefully opened. Dated 24th of April, 1869.
Court summons Mr. Mycroft Holmes. The Cordona City Hall writes to inform you that the trial of Dr. Otto Richter in the death of Miss Violet Holmes has been assigned to His Honor Judge McDougall. Your application for a closed hearing has been granted. You are hereby informed that the prosecution has called you as a primary witness in the trial of Dr. Richter. You must present yourself at the criminal court of Cordona on the dates listed over leaf. Okay. Wow, almost missed that.
This drawer was always closed. Only Mycroft knew how to open it.
I remember we tried to break it open and spy on him, but alas, had no success. Maybe today's the day. Oh, Sherry.
Maybe.
Ah, the memory comes back. We snuck about watching him.
He closed the drawer and went to the hall. We were like two shadows crawling behind him.
He opened the door to the postman, and they exchanged documents. If it was a real postman, of course.
Okay.
The painting on the wall was slightly atilt. He stopped and straightened it. Then he threw some logs into the fire and sat in his armchair to read.
It's as boring now as it was then. I'm sorry, Sherry, but I think that's it.
Wait, John, we never use the fireplace in the mornings. What if...
Oh. Looks like a leaf?
A bit of juniper in the fireplace created a soothing atmosphere. It's the little things, isn't it? I think this is what we're looking for.
That's crazy how you just found that, like, super quickly. Oh, a book. Watkinson and Holman Chapter One. Oh, it's like Sherlock Holmes and Watson, but Watkinson and Holman. That's funny.
Watkinson and Holman, Chapter One, by Wallace D. Orham.
Oh, Mycroft. He always acts so serious, but then reads tripe like this.
John, if I remember correctly, you couldn't put this book down. Another fake Holy Grail. Its owner claimed to be the heir of King Arthur. Scarcely believable. He also insisted a deadly rabbit was hunting him.
Sounds about right.
Look, it's Roger. This jolly old man's well preserved. Even looks refreshed.
I doubt he drew much interest at the auction.
That's for the best. I'd be upset if he fell into the wrong hands.
That guy still looks creepy.
Oh, I remember these. We used them to spar together until Mycroft found out and forbade us from using real weapons.
We made it. So what's there?
Huh. Looks like old documents.
Dossiers on the most influential people on Cordona. Mycroft always had a habit of building files on everyone he met. Gifted by Queen Victoria herself. Single malt whiskey, Mycroft's favourite.
A present from the Queen. Half a bottle of fine single malt whiskey, Mycroft's favorite drink. We found it locked in the cabinet of the desk in the curiosity cabinet, among a pile of important documents. Remarkably, it seems that the whiskey was a gift of Her Majesty Queen Victoria herself. Interesting.
Otto Richter. This one is rather thick. Mycroft can be truly dogged in his research.
Otto Richter is 45 years old, born to a respected family in Bern, Switzerland. Unmarried, no heirs, medical practitioner, graduated from the University of Geneva, Switzerland. Graduation was postponed a year due to a minor scandal on one of his placements. Parents died of cholera in 1863. Only remaining family is a half-brother, Klaus, age 35, presents whereabouts of the Klaus Richter unknown, last seen on Cordona. Oh, interesting. A mummy.
The so-called mummy of a Persian princess. The defrauders did good work, but missed one small detail. It's the mummy of a man. And this one was brought from a German museum. They claimed it belonged to Vikings. Nonsense, of course. Vikings never had horns on their helmets.
Interesting. A letter from Otto's brother. My dear brother, I heard you recently arrived on Cordona. Have you come to see me? I do miss our evening conversations, even if we never agreed in our opinions. Cordona is home to a stunning new art gallery, which I visit every Thursday. Meet me there. Oh, and do not see Claus. I left that name behind. Interesting. A torn diploma. A torn diploma found in the cabinet of curiosities. Someone deliberately ripped it into several pieces, reassembled and translated. The diploma reads, on behalf of the board of the University of Geneva, Switzerland, we rectors of the university, noting that Mr. Otto Richter has undergone the test required by the laws and regulations, confer on him the degree of Doctor of Medicine with the rights and prerogatives so attached.
Clearly, it was deliberately torn. I wonder why someone would do that.
And then, of course, the book. I just had a feeling.
The Tulpa, Studies in Tibetan Mentalism. An impressive number of bookmarks. Someone was rather obsessed with this subject.
Oh, nice.
The full plate armour of Sir Robert Saunford. I was told my father won it in a wager.
Armour is armour, but look at his sword. Oh, how badly I wanted to wield the blade. Maybe you take it instead of your pistol.
I'm starting to remember something.
Oh, that's why I don't have a thing. There we go.
I used this ladder to look at the top shelf, right? On the day of Mother's breakdown upstairs.
Right you are, Sherry.
Okay. Here we go.
We heard a noise. I can't recall of exactly what, and we didn't have a great view from behind the statue. Books and papers from the table somehow ended up on the floor. Now it's coming to the surface. I feel it.
Oh, there it is. There's that little ball of I solved everything. I don't know what exactly to call it. I'll call it the problem-solving ball. Basically, that's what it is. Throw it over here. That's probably not true. Let's see what this
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
is. My bad. I know you said I got up a ladder.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Come on, Sherry. Let's go outside. Wait. Did you hear that? Come here, Sherry.
You call this progress? Charlatan, amateur. I'm not letting you anywhere near my mother again.
So there was a quarrel between them.
The curious conversation. It all happened shortly after the incident in Violet's room on April 9th. Sherry decided to play with its artifacts in the Cabinet of Curiosity, and of course I went with them. As a result, we became unintentional witnesses to an argument between Mycroft and Otto Richter. Sherlock's brother was angry. He was sure that Dr. Richter had done something dubious to their mother and that it had backfired. He called Otto a charlatan.
I heard a noise in the hall. Let's check it out.
More guests? Oh.
Mother said this was among the hunting trophies of a Scottish Viscount.
So he tried to persuade everyone that his forest was inhabited by these beasts. It would have been thrilling if it were actually true.
Okay. Oh, I missed something. No photo.
This photo caused a lot of fuss. My mother spent some time to prove it was a fake. 1852, Bingley, West Yorkshire.
Last one is this thing.
One of the most ridiculous fakes I ever saw. Its owner insisted it was a polar bear. He thought the white paint on the brown fur wasn't noticeable.
Sherry, look! We've got a parcel here. Hurry up and let's see what's inside.
Invitation from Vogel. Dear Mr. Holmes, I'm waiting for you at Kurt Mencius's mansion on Turkius Ellen across from the Cordona Abbey in northern Grand Sarah. Come at once. If inconvenient, come anyway. Always your friend, Vivi. P.S. I sent you the appropriate outfit for this place to avoid any unnecessary complications. I hope it fits.
An invitation that comes with a mask. We can't miss this, Sherry.
And it is part of the story, so we literally can't miss this. Yep, let's go. Well, sorry guys. It looks like I can't wear the vampire outfit until later on. Why is this guy still here? Why didn't... What's his name? Just tell me what he wanted. Oh, whatever. Mother's love. We bought tea. Mental disease. Mycroft tested against Richter's experiments. Marker did not like the methods of Dr. Otto Richter and did not trust him. Okay. So, on Turquoise and Cordona Abbey. It's a real place. And what did they say? In Grand Sarah. Here we go. Grand Sarah. I'm pretty sure it's the... Okay, so it's not that. Is it La Plaza de Luso? And what exactly again? Turquoise. Tea. Okay, turquoise. And then Cordona Abbey. So there's Cordona Abbey. I'm just gonna go right here because it's only turquoise I see. We're just gonna see if we're close enough. So go here. Okay, that's what I thought. Unless it's a blade. This might be the place. Okay. Yep, there's a whole bunch of masks and everything. Oh. I'm gonna have to change into whatever this is. Alright, so let me just show you guys all the costumes. This is the plague one. I'll show you it with the mask. Hold on, let me just take off the makeup. Regular face. There we go. So, this is what it looks like. Okay. This is the doctor. You have the mask on right here, so doctor. What I call the old Sherlock Holmes. To me, this is kind of what it looks like. Take off the hat now. And then the last one, the greatest detective. It's basically just a fancy suit. And then now this new one, Prince of Darkness. And it looks like we have to wear this. Anything else we gotta put on? Nope. Oh, and I'll put John's new Ukrainian John. Sorry, I forgot to do that. Oh, very interesting.